This is a posterior pelvic tilt for diastasis recti. So diastasis recti, the abdominal muscles, the rectus abdominal muscles are separated slightly. So we're trying to hug everything in and keep this miscontraction of the core in alignment with the pelvic floor. So starting off with some posterior pelvic tilts, we're going to draw that navel in toward the spine to flatten out the low back. And preventing those ribs from flaring out, we're going to hug the ribs down and exhale as you do so. All the while, you're trying to lift up through that pelvic floor. So pretend like you have a really thick milkshake that you're trying to suck up through the straw inside that vaginal wall. So trying to coordinate all three of those movements so that little milkshake lift in the pelvic floor, hitting in the ribs, and then hugging in through the abdominal muscles. Holding for a few moments, and then let go, relax everything, and then hug it all back in. Flatten out the low back, hold for a few moments, and then relax. And you can repeat this for about 10 times just to warm up those abdominal muscles. And then taking all of that in motion here, we're going to step one foot up, and then exhale as you slowly lower that heel back down to the ground. And then the other leg lifts up, exhale, slowly lower that foot back down to the ground. And then we'll alternate here between left and right, trying to focus on hugging down the ribs, keeping the rectus abdominis muscles engaged, and lifting up through that pelvic floor. And if this begins to get pretty easy, you can advance this exercise by lifting the feet up, getting the shins parallel to the floor, and really trying to keep the knees over the hips here. And as you exhale, tap the heel down to the ground and back up. Opposite heel back down to the ground and up. And of course, you can do alternating 10 times on each side. Once again, trying to keep those ribs hugged in and keeping that low back nice and flat to the floor.